Hi guys, welcome to Car and Mechanical, and today I'm going to take you through when in the summer I did a steering wheel wrap, exactly what happened, why I wasn't happy about it, why it's kind of a cautionary tale for anyone that's watching it and what to think about when you're getting a steering wheel wrap, and weirdly how it ended up getting better and I'm actually happier with it now, although I'm still going to replace it. So these steering wheel wraps are between £10 and £20 on eBay. You sew them on yourself, and I bought mine from my Audi A3 at the tail end of last year, and at the beginning of this year that car got written off. Now I had two Audi A3s at the time. I had my donor car, which had the exact type of steering wheel this had, and I had the 1.9 TDI. So the donor was a 1.8T. My car's an Audi A4 B6 2.5 litre V6 TDI, so they've actually got the exact same steering wheel. I've got a spare one in my garage. And what's weird on this wrap doesn't fit, so I'm going to say that from the outset. So I didn't realise quite at the time when I started it, but it didn't quite fit, and I'm going to put it on whilst you watch it. Now these all come with the instructions, so I might go over some of how to do it. There are really good videos out there, especially by Chris Fix, of how to fit these kind of wraps and how to custom cut them. But this video is more to give you my experience and to tell you what to avoid. Maybe you could do things slightly differently, but I kind of don't want people wasting their money if at all possible. So when you get these, basically how you put them on is you get your length of thread that it comes with. You put 2 lengths of thread through your needle, and you put a knot at the end and you put it through like that, and it will then go through sort of as an invisible stitch to start with, and then you're going to pull it through the existing thread that's there, and you pull it through one side and loop it over, and you just pull it round and you'll get the pattern that you're looking for. If you're not 100% sure on that, just go and find something to experiment on quickly to get your stitching pattern that you're looking for. You could do these straight over if you wanted to and have it really tight, or you could go for the kind of pattern I went for. So as I'm working on this, let me tell you how I found the job. It didn't take long at all. The hardest part is setting up camera angles and trying to film this and having to do some of it by hand, because there's literally no way to get a tripod in whilst you're sitting there and trying to film it at the same time. But you end up with this kind of crisscross pattern, and what you can kind of start to see is that the lever is not meeting up, and you can also see that the lever's been cut a little bit close to where some of the holes are at some point. Now if it had been more precisely cut, I think I'd have had a better time with this, but I only needed a couple mil more, and I think this might have been perfect. So I'm not going through doing the whole thing, but things to pay attention to. You need to take your time when you're doing a stitch and pull it all as tight as possible. Now you can see here that the stitching lines aren't straight, so you're going to have to adjust the wrap the whole time you're doing it. As you move the wheel around, it's going to move, so just get that stitching line to be exactly where it is on the stock steering wheel. So I'm working through this, and as it starts to come together, I start to realise actually the bottom bits, you know, it's the worst bit, but as I work around the rest of it, it ends up getting better. Now, well, why is this a cautionary tale? The wrap ends up looking really bad to start with. However, given use, it actually improved. The lever stretched down a bit. But what I'm not happy with is the fact that the wrap just goes around the edge of the wheel, and my feeling they should have cut it to go up to the edge of these 3 spokes. And I get that's not how the bulk eBay market works, making custom stuff for everyone. However, I bought this as a custom A3 wrap and it's not really worked out. So here I'm finished, I've put it on, and you can see there's creases all around it, and it doesn't look that great. Now I've straightened out the stitching a little bit, and I wasn't happy with it. I kind of came away from this really disheartened. Something weird happened. I left it on for a couple of weeks, and the leather stretched itself out a bit. It actually neatened up, and the reason I've left it on, the perforated leather feels really, really nice. It does feel so much nicer than the stock wheel with its worn leather. That's pretty much it for this video. It's just kind of, when you're looking at this, just have a look at the cut. If you've got a multi-spoke steering wheel, is it going to fit it right? Are you going to be happy if it fits like this and you've got these uneven edges where you can clearly see the lever that's not tight to the wheel? Now, where I think I'm going to go with this, I think I've got my spare steering wheel in the garage. I'm going to buy some perforated leather, and I want to have another go at doing this, but with the right cut of leather and having it fit around everywhere perfectly. Now, there are guys that do this professionally and they do fantastic jobs. It's about £150 to get it done to whatever style you want. I suspect I could do it myself for about £40, including any sort of leather cutting tools I might need and any sort of waste material to experiment on first. And it also comes in, I might do it on the gear knob as well, so that would be a bonus. Okay guys, that's it. A bit of a different video to what I normally do, but I hope you found it interesting. If you have, please leave some comments in the comment section down below. Like the video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. But more than anything, thank you for watching.